All right, everybody, and welcome to episode 33?
33, yeah.
33. That is a lot of episodes.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, so we, if you've been monitoring the channel at all, we're doing a bit of a new style of the show. We decided that, just for, what do you want to call it? Smoothness, ease of conversation, ease of watching, more viewership participation as well. We decided to sever the review section of Planet Film Live, and we're going to do PFN reviews on the channel. First one, the first solo PFN reviews will be up on the channel tomorrow. I'll give a little bit of a tease that the review might get a little animated.
Okay, yeah.
So that will be up on the channel. I almost said trailer again. I don't know what is wrong with my voice.
Yeah, you're not feeling it today.
Yeah. So we're going to be doing a kind of just news and topic heavy show. We're just going to kind of see where the we're going to move. If I can steal Rhett and Link's saying, we're going to move at the speed of conversation.
Oh, okay.
We're going to find out. We're going to find out together what is going on with my brain, because apparently it just doesn't want to work.
Right.
How's your brain doing?
It's all right. I told you earlier, I decided to start going to the gym again. I went yesterday. I actually woke up at 5:45. I woke up a minute before I had my alarm set. So like
Isn't that the best feeling?
Yeah, it was weird, but I knew I needed to get up because I was like, I'm gonna go. Like I'm telling myself I'm gonna go. So I went, and it's really close to my house. It's like 2 minutes, not even 2 minutes, like maybe 50 seconds. And I was running, and I got home. I was fine the entire day. And I went to work. I was fine. And I got home, and all of a sudden my foot was like killing me, and it's been killing me. I think I have like it starts with a T.
Trench foot.
No, it's not that. I forget what it's called. It's like along the outside of my foot. It runs along, and I just like every time I step, it hurt. No, it's not that. It hurts. It's like I've heard it like athletes get it, and I just don't remember what it's called. Foot. No, but it really hurts, and yeah, it sucks. And my legs hurt. I didn't stretch. That was a mistake.
Yeah. So what time did you get? What time did you get to the gym?
The gym. I got there at I think 6.
Oh my god, that's way too soon.
Yeah, they open at 5.
15 minutes from asleep to working out is.
Oh yeah, I was. No bueno. Yeah, then I made breakfast when I got home, and I went to work, and I was like. I was telling myself I'm about to do this every day. It didn't go today because I was like, I can't walk. Yeah. I was like, I literally can't run.
You're going to end up with no feet.
But yeah, that's exactly plantar whatever it is. That's what I think it is.
Plantar fasciitis?
That's what I think it is. Really? Yeah, and it sucks. It hurts. Because I thought that was along the top of your foot. But I thought Google said, I know you shouldn't Google your symptoms, and I trust me, I know, because I feel like some stuff has happened to me where I Google it. I'm like, I think the worst, and it's nothing. Like that time I thought my appendix burst, and it was literally just like I took like a steroid, and I was fine. But yeah, that's what I think is. Yeah, and Danielle said I made breakfast for myself. That is very true. I did do that. She was sleeping though, in my defense.
True.
But yeah, that's what's new with me.
Boom. Awesome. Well, welcome everybody. I see we have more people watching than we have in the chat, so make yourselves heard, make yourselves known. Welcome to the video. Make sure if you're joining us for the first time, make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you interact with the video and everything to get us those numbers up. I know we talked about it on Planet Hero a little bit this past weekend, but in this past week we had kind of a big milestone for the channel. We had our Mortal Kombat trailer reaction video. Do you have?
Yeah, that thing popped up.
Now?
Let me check real quick. That thing popped off for some reason. I don't know why.
It went crazy.
We got to where is it? 406. Wow, we passed 400.
Oh, past 400. Look at that. Wow. Wow. It's still climbing. That means that it's gone up like 70 in the past day.
Yeah.
Wow. Good for us.
Yeah.
Good for the new format as well. Check out PFN Reacts and PFN Reviews wherever you get your Planet Film content, preferably the Planet Film YouTube channel. Awesome. So we have a pretty cool announcement to start off the show today. So we will go ahead and I think we will lead with that. As you guys know, we have our wonderful merchandise for sale. As you can see, if I can find the right side, we have these lovely PFN hoodies, which are very nice. They're Hanes, very quality. It's got the logo right there. If I can get my mirrored self correct. There we go. And then we also have this. What could this be, you might ask? This is the unveiling of version 1, I'll say.
Okay.
Version 1 of the Planet Film Network mug. So we have the Planet Film Network on that side, and then we have the logo on that side. These are on sale right now, but we are going to announce right now that as of like 30 seconds from now, we will have a brand new design. And let's go ahead and pull that up now so that I can show you guys the new design. Let's see it. Dun, dun. Boom. There we go. There we go. All right. So what do you guys think? What are your thoughts on the new design there? That is going to be the new one on the store. Let me just go ahead and pull up the store for you guys. I could show you guys some of the cool items that we have in this style that will be on sale very, very soon. Let me just pull it up here. Yep. So as you can see, this is the new mug, everybody. So very similar to this one. It's just going to have the new kind of, not logo, but what do you want to call it? Just the new design with the two of us on it. And so it'll have, you can still buy this one with the, if you just want the words on it, or if you want the one with our face, you can buy that one as well. And the one with our face also has, of course, the logo on the backside. So it is still a two-sided mug there. And then we have a lot of cool stuff with this design. So we have the hoodie, we have the premium pullover, we have some throw pillows. Look at that, we got some throw pillows. We got another zip up. You can get the same style that I have, but instead of the logo, you can get the design with the two faces, the mug, obviously, the sweatshirts, and also t-shirts. So t-shirts, again, are currently on sale store-wide for $19.99. And we're not sure how long we're going to keep that. We might keep it for a little bit longer, but definitely buy your t-shirts now that the new design is out. And then we also have a beach towel. If you want to bring your PFN buddies to the beach, you can bring us there. And then we also have another, what is that? Oh, that's just a regular t-shirt. So this is the V-neck, and that's the regular shirt. So we have a lot of cool content coming to the merch site, and that is going to be up there for quite a while. Both the logo design and the design with our two faces are going to be permanent fixtures of the merch site. Some other designs, will probably rotate in and out on, a couple month basis. Just to kind of keep it fresh and stuff. But you guys will always be able to order.
It's up there, a secret project. That was funny.
Yeah,
I'll just say that.
We will always, kind of have the two main designs for you guys always up there, which is obviously the main logo and this new design that we've been working on. So yeah, and then also, like we said, these two mugs are the original type of mugs. TJ and I have two of the newer mugs on the way, so those will be the ones that we will use. But these ones, we will disinfect it because I've only really touched this one and took that one out of the box. We haven't drinking them out of them or anything, but we're thinking of doing a giveaway of the mugs because we still have the original packaging and stuff like that, so we can pop those back in and easily give them away. Yeah, ship them or drive them, if somebody local or whatever. It's just something we've been thinking about. Right. But yeah, so with that, you want to go ahead and get started? Is there anything that I'm forgetting now?
No, I think you got it all.
Perfect. And do you want to start off with a certain...
Well, first of all, do you want me to what was that thing you had to tell me that you were like, I'm not gonna tell you until I get your actual on-camera reaction?
Oh, it's in there. Don't worry.
Oh, it's in there. Okay.
After you talk about the Warner Brothers character,
okay,
we will talk.
Okay,
about
so that's
that
the first thing. So I think it came out. This article is from February 26th. I could have sworn it was like, well, I guess that was just late. That was Thursday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That Superman reboot is in the works at Warner Brothers with Ta-Nehisi, I think it is. Ta-Nehisi Coates writing and J.J. Abrams producing. So it says, Deadline has confirmed that author Ta-Nehisi Coates is writing a Superman reboot feature for Warner Brothers and DC, which J.J. Abrams is producing under his Bad Robot label. Hannah Minghella will serve as producer. No plot yet and no attachments, despite the fact that we've heard Henry Cavill is eager to get back into the Cape. So first of all, I actually just want to get your like initial reaction to this. Are you excited? I know you're a big Man of Steel fan, as am I. I probably don't like it as much as you, but
yeah, I mean, I am very excited for anything Superman. I would prefer if Henry Cavill could actually, don the cape again.
Right.
And that's not to say that he cannot, because, as we know, we're going to get a couple Batman on screen in the next couple of years. We're going to get Robert Pattinson, then Ben Affleck back, and also Michael Keaton back. So if this is going to be kind of like an Elseworlds thing or like just a separate Superman franchise, with whoever this new lead might be, then I'm all for it if it means that Henry Cavill can still make appearances and still continue on.
Well, so like we have the Black Superman up on screen, but I don't think I mentioned it. I don't even actually see it in this article. It might be in here. That like there was talks that it might be a person of color instead of Henry Cavill, which honestly, like I'm completely fine with that. I know some people are like I literally just saw like in this other video that I was watching, somebody commented, it was like, well, Superman is white. Well, it's like, well, it's a fictional character.
Yeah, it's a fictional alien.
Yeah, so
from another planet.
Exactly. So does he have to be white? No, he doesn't. He could be whatever race,
purple,
religion he wants. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I just never understood like people that get like, I get like you growing up with like a character or something like that, but it's like, it's not a big deal. Like just and people sometimes would be so protective of like their characters and everything like that. I would love to see like something like, did they talk about like a Static Shock movie? I used to watch that when I was younger.
So I think the last update on that was that I think Michael B. Jordan is producing one, not to star in, but he's producing a Static Shock movie. So I think that's the last we heard of that.
Now, if I can ask you, if you had to cast this Superman movie with a person of color, who would you cast? Do you think?
I mean, I've been seeing a ton of like, Michael B. Jordan, and it's like, I saw another tweet that was like, people got to realize there's more, African American actors than like Michael B. Jordan and John David Washington.
Right. Yeah.
And I was like, I kind of would like to see maybe an unknown person.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I was also just thinking Idris Elba.
Yeah, true. Yeah, him too. But yeah, I would just kind of maybe like to see an unknown person, like like Michael B. Jordan was in like Chronicle and stuff, like going all the way back to that stuff, like Fruitvale Station.
He was in that. I forgot about that. Yeah,
damn. Like back to those days, like just get somebody who is completely out of left field. Right. I think it would probably help the conversation too about like he can't be Superman. Well, you can't really have that kind of negativity if you don't know who he is.
Right.
I mean, you could still say like, oh well, we don't even know if he's gonna be good, but it's it's whatever. I mean, you're gonna get that with anyone. But yeah, I guess I would just go with like an unknown.
Okay.
Can't really think of anybody.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
So how does this relate to the thing you want me to react to? Exactly.
Oh, it doesn't.
It doesn't. Okay.
No.
So what do you need need me to react to?
So what I need you to react to is the official runtime.
Oh boy.
For Godzilla versus Kong.
Okay.
Which is set, what did they say, 5 years after King of Monsters.
Right.
Give me your guess. I remember a couple weeks back on the show, I said a very bold thing. I said this movie's got to be at least, I think I said something like 2 hours 43.
Wow.
I think I said something like that. I was like, it's got to be like a 2 hour 43-minute movie to really make all this happen.
I think it'll be 2 hours and 20.
So like
2:20.
Infinity War length?
Yeah.
An hour and 53 minutes.
Oh, okay. That's not that bad. I thought you were gonna say like an hour and a half.
But for something like this, they're teeing it up to be the biggest
they're
whatever.
Just gonna fight. They're gonna fight. This is what they're gonna do. They're gonna fight.
Batman v Superman was 3.5 hours.
This is what's gonna happen. Okay. Got King Kong's gonna be like there in the city already, and then Godzilla's gonna come out of nowhere, and they'll be like, why is Godzilla attacking? You know, and then they're gonna fight once, and then I think King Kong has that like staff or whatever,
an axe, yeah,
an axe, and he's gonna almost kill Godzilla, and then maybe like one of them will, maybe they have the same mother's name as in Batman vs Superman.
Oh, that's possible.
And then
I didn't even think about that.
I think they're gonna team up and fight Mechagodzilla, as I've heard is in the trailer possibly. But yeah, that's what I think is gonna happen.
Yeah.
What about you? Same thing?
Yeah, I could see that happening. I don't know. I hear that and it's doable, but I'm disappointed.
Yeah. Right.
I wanted it to be longer. I mean, it's like if you're telling me that this is going to be this big epic whatever, like I think King of Monsters was at least 210 or something like that.
I don't know. I have to look it up.
Like, I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like there's certain movies that deserve to be a little bit longer to kind of, for the spectacle and stuff. Like, I don't want...
Godzilla King of Monsters was 2 hours, 12 minutes.
2 hours, 12 minutes, yeah. So, and they fought like 7 times in that movie.
Right.
Like, I don't want this to be like 3 fights and then we're teaming up to fight Mechagodzilla. I want this to be like a start to finish, like, knockdown, drag out, brawl.
Bar fight, yeah.
Yeah, like all over the place. Yeah. Like multiple times, like that kind of thing.
Do we think that have they said that there's another one after this? Or is this like the last?
No, they said it is not the end of the MonsterVerse.
Not the end. Okay, yeah. Gotcha. So nobody's going to die, you think, right?
Oh, out of these two?
Yeah.
No,
No,
I don't think so.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, that actually brings me to my next question that is also on the I don't know if we have like I'm actually kind of going off script here, so I'm not going in exact order. I don't even know if you have a picture for it. And this is again some hero talk. Apparently it came out I think a few days ago, probably actually yesterday, that WandaVision last episode is rumored to be about 52 minutes in length. Oh, now, if you recall me on Saturday, I think I said on Saturday, maybe I just said it to you instead of on the show.
No, I think you said it on the show, yeah.
That I think that the last episode needs to at most be, because I don't want to say, oh, they should just make it a movie, make it 2 hours. Mm-hmm. I think it needs to be at least like an hour, 20 minutes to really feel like it's like wrapped up and,
and with a nice
good.
Little bow.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I agree. I'm very upset. Not upset. I'm just very disappointed in this news. Because it makes me feel like a major cliffhanger is even more possible. Sorry, I'll talk closer to the mic. It makes me feel like a major cliffhanger is even more possible.
Right.
Which is like, I'm excited. Mm-hmm. I'm excited for WandaVision. I'm not excited for WandaVision to end.
Right.
The way my life has been going right now, basically with work, is I work the weekends and then I wait for WandaVision. And we're past the working the weekend part, which means we're in the waiting for the finale part, which makes me upset. Because I always know that means that the weekend's coming again.
Right.
But this time it means there's no WandaVision to look forward to. So I am, oh man, I'm torn again. I'm torn. This episode should be called Sean is Torn. I'm being torn apart. I just wish that. So for the past couple weeks, some source out there started leaking these episode times because we never used to know. And then around episode 7, somebody came out and said episode 7 is rumored to be 38 minutes long, and it was exactly 38 minutes. Mm-hmm. And then it was like episode 8 is rumored to be 47 minutes, and it was exactly you know what I mean? Like, so somebody around episode 7 started being like, yeah, you know what? Sure, I'll tell you the episode lengths, and then it got out somehow. Right. I am hoping that they started giving those out with 2 correct ones, so that this one
Right.
might be false. Because we know that Marvel has leaked fake information before to throw people off.
Yeah.
They do that all the time. And who knows? Maybe episode 9 is 50 minutes, but maybe episode 10 is also 50 minutes.
If there is an
that's
episode
what you.
10.
That's what.
That's my
your
other theory. I think
Is
there's
that there's more than one.
I think there's a possible episode 10. I
2-part premiere, 2-part finale.
That'd be so sick. Like if they just or if they if they just drop them both. Like if there was another 2 episodes, just drop them both on Thursday at 3
Oh
or
yeah,
Friday
well
at
that's
3
what I would
a.m.
think. Yeah, that's what I would think.
So you don't think it would bleed into the next week?
No, because we already know
Falcon and Winter Soldier,
and we know the documentary's coming out the following week.
Oh right.
Yeah. So they're booked up.
I've also heard theories that like the documentary is like a making of, but it's still like an episode, if that makes sense, which would be kind of cool. I'm scrolling through the other thing that I saw that kind of came out this either yesterday or today.
Yeah.
The other big thing kind of from this interview that Matt Sheckman did, I don't remember who it was with. I think it was from who's the guy who does comicbook.com.
Oh yeah, it was Brandon Davis. Yeah.
That something about like the cameo of like that space engineer that was teased like by Tiana Paris like 2-3 weeks ago in like an interview. That like he's like, you know, it's like it's still somebody.
Yeah.
Do we have
a guess?
I know. We've guessed before. I'm just before the last episode. I feel like we need to make a guess before the last episode because
this is
we're not
where we
gonna be
make
able
our
to do
stand.
it exactly.
Yeah.
Basically.
Crap. Okay. Well, first of all, I don't think we get whoever it is in this.
Okay.
I think maybe it's somebody, Captain Marvel 2, maybe. Because we saw that they're casting just today. Another little tidbit too. I know you guys think we talk about Marvel a lot, but believe me, there is like 17 pieces of Marvel news that drops every single day. Because another piece of news that is not something that we were going to talk about, but we're just naturally talking about it, is that also today, they announced that casting for a mid-30s African-American lead.
I saw that.
Is underway for Captain Marvel 2.
Yeah, it said Michael B. Jordan, John Boyega type, and I literally said to myself, why don't you just cast John Boyega if he auditions?
Oh my, I would love John Boyega to get
that's
a
one thing
superhero.
I'll never understand. Like if that person, whenever those reports come out where it's like, oh, they're looking for this type of actor.
The most famous one was like She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Allison Brie was literally on Jimmy Kimmel or something, and Jimmy Kimmel was like, what does it mean? All the reports say they're looking for an Allison Brie type. And she was like, I'm here. I don't know. And then they cast Tatiana Maslany. And it's like, I get it. Yeah, she's kind of an Allison Brie type. But it's like, why didn't you just cast Allison Brie? Like, I don't know.
Exactly right.
What was the other one? Oh, a couple weeks ago, too, they said that Constantine for J.J. Abrams' Justice League Dark for HBO Max, they said that for that Constantine, they're looking for a Riz Ahmed type. What?
Okay.
Cast Riz Ahmed. Like, what does he do? Like, what do you mean? Like, it's
it wasn't Venom,
crap.
so maybe he's like, well, I don't know.
I saw a clip. I saw a clip. Remember the 2 blobs fought each other, and then the one blob died.
I apologize, Daniel. I'm sorry. I realized I literally just spoiled that for you.
Oh, what did you say?
Because never mind. Just keep talking.
Oh, okay.
Is that it? That's all you got for me?
Well, that Blue Marvel is potentially who they're talking about being cast to in the comics is an aerospace engineer. And
Who?
is Blue Marvel.
Who's that?
That's a kind of another Captain Marvel-y powered character.
Gotcha.
Him and Monica have sometimes been together in the comics and stuff. So people are thinking it might be him.
Oh, okay.
Because he is like he's not always an aerospace engineer. I feel like the term aerospace engineer is like a very vague sciencey term that they could really bring in anyone.
So you think it might be kind of like a deep cut? Maybe it could be like only like if you read this not specific comic, but like if you read the comics, you'll know who this is.
Yeah, like I think it's way more likely that this is going to whoever the aerospace engineer is to be introduced to a new character that audiences are not familiar with.
Right.
Like I don't think we're gonna get Krasinski showing up as Reed Richards.
So,
like I think that week, like episode 6 or 7 or whatever that was, like I think the fan base got a little too up in arms, like a little too head crazy about that. Like I think there was never really a big chance of that happening, not in a movie or something. Also, it's just if you just randomly say, "Oh, and here's Reed Richards," it's like, well, then you're putting John Watts over a barrel, trying to be like, well, okay, I got to introduce everybody else, but Reed Richards was in that one episode of WandaVision, so it's like now it's what do you do with that?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think if the aerospace engineer shows up at all, it's going to be for somebody newer that audiences aren't familiar with.
Yeah,
What is your final guess?
I'm really out on the whole like kind of John Krasinski like introduced in the show because I just don't think you introduced that character.
I don't think Marvel would do that. Yeah.
I probably lean more on the side of you. Danielle said she wants John Boyega as the Human Torch. I can kind of see that.
Yeah.
Oh, she lied. Zac Efron as the Human Torch. She said that the other day.
Oh, yeah.
I could see him.
Okay,
in a Marvel
real
movie.
quick here. Who is your dream Fantastic Four? I will go first.
Okay.
So yeah, I think Johnny Storm. I think Zac Efron's a great pick. Reed Richards, I would say maybe, if not Krasinski, maybe Raul Cooley. I think he fits it. I think it would be
I could see that.
Person of color, and good for him because he seemingly missed out on Ezra. Sue Storm, honestly, I hate to break up the couple, but I like Emily Blunt for it.
Could you see?
Like
I forget if this is what I was casting the other night. I think Danielle asked me the same question. I said Margot Robbie, but I forget for what. I think it was that. It might have been for a different like thing completely. Like
you said Margot Robbie for Samus.
Oh, that's what it was.
That's what you said.
Okay,
yeah.
never mind. And then who's your thing?
See, that's like so tough because it's like, well, what do you do? Like, honestly, I would pick. I don't know if you'll laugh or not, but like, maybe if you're doing an origin story where he has to be Ben Grimm, like
maybe Bruce Willis.
You don't understand me.
Maybe we could tie in the Unbreakable universe and the MCU.
I'm really a softie at heart. No, but what's it called? Maybe if you do like the human version of it, maybe you cast somebody else. Maybe you do one of those things. But for the actual thing, I would like to see Dean Norris. I know he's old. That's why I was like, he might not fit. Hank, A$AP Schrader from Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul.
Oh,
yeah. Like, I know he's a little bit old, but I think he would just be.
I could see.
I think he would just be perfect as the thing.
Yeah. Do you have to cast a bald man? Do you think?
No, I don't think so. I think if he wasn't already in Black Widow, I think David Harbour would be perfect. But he's already in the universe.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Who was the Thing in the 2016 Fantastic Four?
That was Jamie Bell.
Jamie Bell.
Yeah, he was in like, what's the thing called that Tom Holland was in? Elliot. Boy Elliot. Is that what it's
Bell.
called?
Oh, him. Oh, is he married to Kate
What's
Mara?
that? What's that thing?
Yeah, he is.
What's that thing called?
What?
With the little guy that sells the newspapers. Boy Elliot.
I don't know.
Is that somebody help me with this?
I think I've literally seen Tom Holland in like one other thing.
Tom Holland did it. Oh yes. Okay, Jack Black. Michelle just said Jack Black in chat.
That'd be interesting.
I would love to see Jack Black in this universe. I would love that. He would be so good as whatever. And don't just make him some random like Ravager in Guardians 3 or something. Like, give him a character. He's been making a solid comeback after like he kind of went away in like the early 2010s. He's been making a solid comeback with Jumanji and stuff. Give him a character that he can be himself. You know what I mean? Like,
you know who might be able to play Reed Richards? John Hamm.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna, what I
because John Hamm. I feel like John Hamm has been on the bench for Batman for about 20 years.
Right.
We got 3 Batman going. I don't think that's ever happening anytime soon. So yeah, open him up, give him something. He would be amazing as Reed Richards. Ooh.
The Newspapers is Oliver. Billy Elliot is what Tom Holland was.
Billy Elliot. I said Boy Elliot. Billy Elliot. What is Boy Elliot?
I can kind of see what Danielle's saying when she says she thinks John Krasinski is a little too goofy. I mean, if he like I don't think he's gonna like channel his inner Jim Halpert.
2 words.
What?
13 hours.
13 hours.
You ever seen 13 Hours?
Yes, I have.
Yeah. Because I'm not going to say 2 words, Jack Ryan, because I watched that show, and that is not Jack Ryan. That is Jim Halpert doing action things. No, seriously, I love all Jack Ryan movies, Hunt for Red October, you know, Patriot Games, like all that kind of stuff. I even liked, what was it, Jack Ryan's Shadow Recruit, where Chris Pine played him for one movie. I like John Krasinski as Jack Ryan, but the way he's written, it doesn't mesh with that. So I would say, honestly, with Jack Ryan as the example, I might agree with that he's a little too goofy. Because if they write it like that, you got to put that he went real edge in 13 Hours. You know what I mean? Like, it was totally straight action, all that stuff. Jack Ryan, like, he's an action guy, but he keeps the goofy John Krasinski-ness. And I feel like that really doesn't vibe with Reed Richards.
It's so crazy to think of, like, I think, what were we watching? Was it, I forget if I say this stuff here, if I say it, like, you know, at my own apartment. It's like, never mind. The MCU is so stacked, like, with just, like, actors and like, every single, like, character is, like, a hit. Like, everybody knows who that person is, you know what I mean? I feel like. Is that just me?
No, I feel like,
yeah. I don't know. I was gonna say Anna Taylor-Joy for something, but she's in New Mutants, so. Yeah.
Well, but no, she could be.
I don't know what she would be, but I don't know what.
I'm just like she could be brought over as an X-Men. I mean, I don't know what.
Did you ever see that New Mutants?
Not, no.
No,
didn't catch it.
I heard it was terrible.
Did that movie get released theatrically?
Yeah, it did.
Couldn't remember.
It did. It definitely did.
What's it called? All right, so let's go to our next regularly scheduled
programming.
So next up we have one, and we got some quick rapid fire news for you guys today. So we're gonna try and go through these. We don't have to go too quick because we're not rushing to a review or anything. This is just what the show is gonna be. So next up we have that. Let me just pull up the name here because I don't want to mess up her name.
I've only ever seen her in It, and that's it.
Same. I think that's maybe all she's been in. I don't know. So we have here the Dungeons and Dragons film, which we know is coming. It's going to be a live-action Dungeons and Dragons epic, they described it as. Is set to star Hugh Grant as the main villain.
Okay.
And Sophia Lillis has joined in an unknown role. So obviously this is Bev, young Bev from the It franchise. What are your thoughts on this? Do you like? Are you looking forward to a D&D movie? I mean, I don't think you're too attached to the source material. I don't know if you ever talked about it.
No.
But yeah, what are your thoughts on the movie happening in general? What are your thoughts on the casting?
So like, is there any like source material behind like the game? Like, was it something first before it was the game?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know. Like, what's it gonna like? How? Are they gonna take like a World of Warcraft approach where they do like, you know what I mean? I didn't see Warcraft. I heard it was and that's another one of those video game movies that was like pretty not great. This isn't a video game, obviously. This is like a board game, isn't right? Am I saying that correctly?
It's a role-playing strategy
game. Yeah. Which I've thought about. Like, I think somebody like I knew was talking about it like a while ago, and I was like, oh, that sounds interesting, but nothing really ever came of it. I'm excited for it, I guess. I don't know. This and they're doing like a Masters of the Universe like show, I think, too, with Noah Centineo.
They're doing no, 2 different things. So they're doing a Masters of the Universe show with Mark Hamill and Kevin Smith animated on Netflix.
And they're doing a movie.
And then they're doing a separate live action movie with Noah Centineo, whatever his name is. Yeah.
I think I'm like with both of those. I'm like I'll like watch it, but like I'm not like ecstatic for it or anything.
Yeah.
This like I just don't know what the approach will be.
Okay, so I don't know what the approach will be. I mean, I think it's hard to tell. You either go super high fantasy with it. I mean, it's been done like Lord of the Rings. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, hello, like it's doable, but right. I don't even know if you could make Lord of the Rings today. I don't know.
The scale.
Yeah,
Lord of the Rings.
exactly. You would need the scale for something like that. To me, I would play this like this is just kind of dream casting in my head or whatever. Not even casting, just story or whatever. I would play it like Jumanji. I would do
where
it.
they get like sucked into the.
I would
board
play
game.
it like a Jumanji / Peter Pan. Like
Okay.
have Hugh Grant / Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Right.
Like have it be grounded in the real world and then somehow transported over there, or like kind of Shark Boy and Lava Girl was like a kind of dream thing, but like something like that. Or maybe she gets sucked into an alternate universe and now she has to be in the Dungeons and Dragons universe. But like have like Hugh Grant be her like principal or her boss at work. Or
How
something.
old
and
is
then,
Hugh
like,
Grant? Can I ask?
I think he's like him and Colin Firth. Him and Colin Firth were born at the same hospital.
Really?
12 hours apart.
Wow.
Do you know
Because
that?
okay, when I saw Gentleman, I go, he has to be like. He looks so much older in Gentleman. Is that just me? I thought he looked like he was in his 60s.
I think he is in his 60s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think he, then late 60s. I thought he was in.
No, I think he's
Okay.
like 63.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
Because he
Okay,
looks
Google.
like 50s here. I
Okay,
feel like,
Google.
in this
Hugh
picture.
Grant age.
Yeah,
We'll
let's
find
see.
out together.
60 years old.
Oh, he's
Oh,
60
okay.
exactly. There you
Wow.
go. And I think his birthday's in October, so it's coming up. Get Hugh Grant.
This movie
Present.
has these. It's got Justice Smith, Michelle Rodriguez, Chris Pine, Regé Jean Page.
Mm-hmm.
I said that pretty well.
This
He's
is
in
all in.
Dungeons and
in
Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons? Chris
Yeah.
Pine?
Yeah, Chris Pine.
Wow.
I mean, again, IMDb, like you said, it's basically
Mhm.
the Wikipedia of movies. But
They call him bluest eyes in Hollywood.
I've heard.
That's what they say.
Regé Jean, he's in Bridgerton, which I have not watched. I
I
probably
haven't
won't.
seen
But he's in Sylvie's Love, which is a Prime movie. And he's in a few other shows. It looks like. But yeah, like I think that'd be a good approach though to do like looks like there was a movie that came out in 2000.
Oh yeah, I think they've tried before. Yeah.
Oof! Wow, not great apparently.
Can't even imagine.
It looks like, from what I can tell, it looks like they did not take that approach where they kind of just like
Set
set it in the time period. Jeremy Irons was in it apparently.
Of course.
But yeah, because like they'd all be unique characters too, right? Because you make up, like, if you're playing the game, you make up your own name, you make up your own everything. Like,
Yeah.
so
I mean,
that'd be
they
interesting.
would be, they would probably do like, because there's character types and character categories and stuff like that. It would probably be like a group. You know what I mean? Of
Right.
them. Crap. Maybe you even literally do it like there's a table, like it's literally like a group of friends or whatever, and they're at a table playing D&D, but you are watching their game play out as a film.
Yeah.
I would go creative with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do something crazy like that.
Yeah.
Don't just
You can't
be
get
like,
any worse than the original.
yeah, like
previous
don't just
one.
be like oh, it's a far off land where
Yeah.
wizards and mages, you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. With the cast, building, I'm looking a lot more forward to it.
Mhm.
But yeah, it should be pretty good. You want to go to our next one?
Yeah. So the next one we have is, I think it was announced yesterday that Comic-Con 2021 is going virtual for second year in a row. I'm reading this off Collider. San Diego Comic-Con will be going virtual once again in 2021. The team behind the annual pop culture convention has confirmed that due to the continuing COVID-19 pandemic, SDCC will be held as an online-only event from July 23rd to 25th. Although we'd all hope to be able to flood the hallows of Hall H again soon, looks like for now, staying home is the safest route for everyone, at least for the foreseeable future. This doesn't really come as like a surprise to me. I think because it usually happens right in July at the same time.
Yeah.
I think that was kind of pushing it. Like, I think we've even, like, again, so especially with like, even with movies, like, we think that's pushing it, but like definitely having like a convention where like millions of people attend, that's like just not happening, I feel like.
Yeah.
What about you?
No,
Same thing?
same. It's just it shouldn't happen as much as I hate to say that because, you know, we go to Toronto Fan Expo every year. And usually if San Diego's going, this will probably go because this is just a few weeks later. It's usually sometime in August or at the latest the first weekend of September.
I just hope it's better than I didn't like do anything. Like I heard it was pretty like a train wreck last year, if I recall, the one they did online. So I'm hoping it's better for all the people that do like to attend it. Like if it was something like DC Fandom, we reacted to those videos. DC Fandom was great.
Yeah, DC Fandom had a lot to offer.
Like all the reveals and everything. Obviously, that's just like first party, so it's it's just them.
Yeah.
It's Warner Brothers. It's their convention. This is like everybody
I'll say
coming
this.
together.
I hope that in the wake of this, I know that they just did a big dump of stuff at what was it? Oh yeah, the earnings call, the Disney Investors Day.
Oh yeah.
Or Disney Plus Investors Day. Sorry. I know that they just Kevin Feige and Kathleen Kennedy both did kind of a big. They announced a lot of stuff, but really with Marvel, it was some casting. Like you would get one.
Kevin
actor.
Feige was up there for like 2 seconds. I feel.
Yeah, like you would get. He was just ripping through
Yeah.
them. Like Kathleen Kennedy was like, "Join us in Ahsoka, where we go with the female jet," and it's like. Kevin Feige was just like, and then we're going to be exploring the character of War Machine in Armor Wars. After that, we're going to, like, he was just, and then he would be like, and that would be once again played by Don Cheadle. And then, that would be it. That was it.
Yeah.
Like,
and he's like, oh, we want to confirm Haley Steinfeld. And he's like, we know.
It was, like, very sparse casting stuff, and then, like, logo reveals.
Yeah.
Give me a, it doesn't even have to be just a Marvel thing. Do a Disney thing. But not everyone watched the Investors Day. Everybody found out the news from the Investors Day, but not everybody watched the Investors Day.
Yeah.
Not everybody was interested in everything the Investors Day had to offer. Do a at-home fan event for Disney.
Right.
Do it just like Disney Plus. Call it Disney Plus Plus or something, or a look forward at Disney Plus. And you could do, a section of the convention for every tab on Disney Plus. And then, overseas, you can do a part of the convention for that Star section, that's in the international one.
We need to we have Hulu, I get it, but I think we need Star.
Well, the thing is that Disney says, well, Hulu is the answer to the domestic audience that wants Star. But Star has more than Hulu does.
Exactly. That's my point.
Yeah, I would love to have
that.
I
get Star doesn't have original programming like Hulu does. Like Hulu obviously has like FX and stuff
but then
like that
leave us, but then give us Hulu still.
Right.
Like just leave Hulu alone and just give us Star.
Exactly. I get like where maybe you could see that if you give them Star, that it might take away from your Hulu subscriber base, I guess. But if you just give it like I'm sure plenty of people have the bundle. Yeah. So, they probably just keep the bundle anyway. Cause if you they have it set up where it's like, if you want ESPN Plus and Disney Plus, well, you have to get the bundle, which is Hulu included. Well, yeah. I mean, unless you want to just buy them separately, but, yeah, I would agree with that. I think they should do it like in that format, like with different tabs and, or like I know this is kind of where like the gaming kind of sphere is gone, where it's they're all kind of moving away from E3, which used to be like the big announcement where you'd have Sony and Microsoft and Blizzard and
Ubisoft
EA and Ubisoft. Yeah. They're all making their announcement E3, and they're all starting to kind of have their own things where it's like
Nintendo Direct.
Exactly, where it's kind of like where they're like, okay, well, maybe we don't need to rely on this one convention to announce our stuff. We can just hold our own things throughout the year, which like Nintendo just did one 2 weeks ago, I think, which was unfortunately.
And then EA did one like a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Well, a couple months ago.
And then Sony did one like 2 days ago, or not 2 days ago, like a week or two ago.
Yeah.
Which honestly, Nintendo, again, I didn't talk about it. Disappointment. Other than like Mario Golf, disappointment.
Yeah, I think it was you and
Brandon.
You and Brandon, but I think also Palmer commented on it or something. And he was like, here's hoping, and I subtweeted and I was like, don't get your hopes up. I was like, it's literally going to be nothing.
When's the last time you turned on your Switch?
Me?
Yeah.
I'll tell you this. I have been having a hankering to so not you guys don't know where I live, but don't come and steal my house. I have a TV, cool like TV Funko Pop, even more Funko Pops downstairs, in the like set up in the basement, and that's where my Switch is. It's in my basement TV. 8 months maybe.
Wow.
Well, because I've been having a hankering to replay Odyssey.
You gotta play Breath of the Wild.
I know.
I've lent that to you and you still haven't played it. It's
I know.
been like 2 years almost.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I gotta either play it or I gotta give it back to you. I gotta make a decision.
I turned mine on. I mean, I don't like need it. I'm not gonna play it again. But I turned mine on a week or two ago because me and Danielle, we wanted to play 1-2 Switch. I don't know if it was like like a launch game when the Switch came out. So that was 3-4 years ago. And I hadn't turned mine on so long that it like was dead where like I had to charge it, but I couldn't turn it on. I couldn't do anything with it. Yeah. Like it was a dead battery, so I need to like I had to like charge it to 100% or whatever. Oh my god, Nintendo, you're killing me. Just give me I know I've said it on the show. We're on a tangent. This is why we cut out the review. Because we get on tangents and then we're rushing.
We're on tangents, Nintendo. But I mean, we're only if we're really gonna cap ourselves off at 90 minutes, which we might not. Yeah. We're only about halfway through, so
just
Nintendo away.
Give me the Wii. The Wii Shop channel. We had an N64. We had NES. We had SNES. We had GameCube. We had was Atari on there? I don't know. Just give me that on the Switch. Why is it so hard? I don't understand. Give me the Wii ported games. Give me the GameCube games. Give me the N64 games.
Well, we talked about that, like, not on the show or anything, but just, like, between the two of us, like, even just sell, like, an adapter, like a cartridge adapter. Like, just make it work, like, with software or something. Like, that's all you got to do.
It's part of the fact that it's, like, they know they don't have to because they make enough money. Like, Animal Crossing. Like, that made millions of dollars, and it's like they don't have to, like, that's why they release things so like sporadic the way they do. It's just it's so frustrating. It's like I would love to play like I
mean, hasn't there been like
Ocarina of Time, but like I can't because I don't have a Wii
like
or game or
hasn't there been like, I might be wrong in this, hasn't there been like less than 50 or less than like 40 like first title
I don't know because I don't want to say yes because
first party
I don't actually
titles
know for sure.
Yeah,
there's definitely been like it's definitely kind of ridiculous.
Low.
And it's like they don't work.
I mean,
like
you compare to like PlayStation. Like PlayStation, there's
but I mean they
hundreds of titles released.
The thing
every
with
month.
like Nintendo too, they also release like in general they release inferior hardware to their competitors, which would be Sony and Microsoft.
How are they, okay? How is it even?
Because they're talking about
like they release inferior hardware, but then they release one game every 5 months.
Yeah.
How are they still?
Because honestly, the Switch is the place for like indie titles, in my opinion. Yeah. Like they have a lot of indies, and they release like Pokemon came out like a year ago. They did announce. Okay, I take that back actually. The Pokemon Direct that they did last week, that was lit. They announced Diamond Remastered. You ever played Pokemon Diamond on DS?
No, I did not.
Oh my god, that was best. And they also announced a Breath of the Wild style Pokemon game.
Oh yes, I saw that.
So I was pretty hyped for that.
Yeah,
I was like, I haven't played like Pokemon game since like Soul Silver on the DS and whatever year that was. But I will most likely play Diamond when it's remastered when that comes out, and that first person game.
I don't want to burst any bubbles because I like Pokemon games and stuff. But I saw some people saying that they were worried that when they said it was a Breath of the Wild style Pokemon game, that it was literally just going to be like a reskin or a retooling of like the framework of Breath of the Wild.
I mean, it might be. I don't know.
Like, just saying their track record, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be shocked if they just reused animations, reused that kind of stuff. I mean,
I don't know if you saw, but like the biggest, this is the last thing I'll say. The biggest like fuck you of that Nintendo Direct was when they brought out the guy who like does Zelda, and they're like, I know you want information for the Breath of the Wild 2, but we don't have any. And they're like, oh, and here's this remastered Wii game that's coming to the Switch. It's like, fuck you.
Oh, Lord.
Like, just give me the information I want. We also don't know what's happening with Metroid Prime 4. That was announced, like, I feel like 2 years ago, and they haven't said anything about it.
Like, even if you literally just said, like, like, we're working away at it, Like,
Yeah.
Every day it's easier with the love of the fans.
Yeah.
Like that. Just be like, we don't have any news, but nice to see you
It's
guys.
just because they know
Like,
they can like screw you over time and time again, but you always
Yeah.
come back.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
All right,
All
so
right.
this is the next one.
Yeah. So next up we have some cool news out of the
I think
CW.
I think I might send in a side rant.
Oh yeah,
If
yeah.
Danielle does an episode on video games.
Yeah, so here we have, I know it's cut off a little bit at the bottom there, but we have Superman and Lois just after I think episode 4 came out, which by the way, season 7 of The Flash.
Oh wait, The Flash episode 4.
No, Superman and Lois episode 4.
The first episode just came out like last week, didn't it?
No, it was like 3 weeks ago.
No, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
damn.
2 weeks maybe. But it was a
sworn.
2-part opening.
Oh.
And then
okay.
and then I think episode 4 was last night.
Oh, shit.
Or Sunday
okay.
night.
All right.
Because I think it's Sundays maybe. No, but what I was saying about the Flash season 7 back right now. Actually just finished 1 minute ago.
Next episode is today.
So today.
Yeah.
Are they back to back with the Flash?
Episode 4 comes out today, it says.
Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah.
Or no, I was right. Episode 2 comes out today. Yeah.
But the first week,
The first episode was just
did they skip a week?
February 23rd, March 2nd. That's what it says for the dates. And then March 9th.
Oh, okay. It must have been like, that must be why. Because I know it premiered on a Sunday.
Okay.
So it must have been like a 10-day gap.
Probably, yeah.
That's why it feels like it was longer ago. So that means, got renewed just off the opening. I mean, but granted, the opening was 2 hours. It was it was a big opening. I haven't gotten a chance to watch it yet.
I'll be honest, I'm intrigued. I don't watch CW shows at all.
Well, this one's very different with the
okay.
aspect ratio and the lighting and stuff. It's literally shot on cameras for feature films.
I heard it
and
looks
like it's a feature
cinematic,
film.
like
Yeah. Somebody was like, are they sure they didn't screw up the release thing and it was supposed to go on HBO Max? Like,
yeah.
like they were like, that's kind of what it looks like. It looks like on quality with like an HBO Max production. Tyler Hoechlin, though, he's played Superman in the Arrowverse since 2016, 2015. So he's been playing this character already for at least 5 years.
Right.
So I'm glad that he is finally getting his own show. I mean, I know it's called Superman and Lois, but it is still, Superman show.
Right.
And yeah, apparently people loved it enough that it's getting an early pickup for season 2. I'm not too shocked because they usually always give Arrowverse shows like at least 1 or 2 seasons, to prove themselves, if not like 3, before they do anything else.
Yeah.
Like look at Batwoman.
Right.
That was the clear situation to just cancel it, and they were like, no, we can't. Like I think they just put too much money into the marketing and stuff that it's.
They
too
throw
expensive
those
to
shows
cancel.
on HBO Max too, right? Eventually.
Some of them,
So,
like Flash.
I think I saw Flash
anything
on there,
that is
or
not
Batwoman.
on Netflix, because the CW had an exclusive deal with Netflix.
Okay.
I think they have to wait for that to expire for
Right.
some of the
That
shows.
would
I
be
think
why-
all 8 seasons of Arrow, though, are currently streaming on HBO Max.
Interesting.
But anything CW, Arrowverse, if it's not on HBO Max, it is on Netflix.
So that would be why Riverdale ends up on Netflix, I feel like.
Yes.
all the time.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the CW and Netflix used to get along very well.
I want to check this out because I heard it's, like you said, it's really good. I've never watched like Arrow or Batwoman or anything like that.
Very good.
I thought about watching that. What was that like crossover they did last year?
Which one?
Crisis on Infinite Earth.
Oh, yeah.
Earth? I think you said that was really good.
It was fantastic.
Okay, they're gonna be like it was.
No, it was fantastic.
Okay, yeah, I think I'll probably check it out. I'm assuming it like I don't know where I'd find it. Maybe it's YouTube TV. Do they do on demand? Right? I feel like
This episode?
yeah. Where do you
I think
this
this
would be?
episode is on HBO Max.
Oh, really?
I think it goes week to week. Yeah,
oh,
I think so. Because
I'll
this
figure
was
that
definitely not part of the Netflix deal or anything. Because
No,
this just
yeah.
started. Because I think this whole production was during the pandemic. Which,
wow.
props to them. I mean, props to any show or movie
Yeah.
that did everything in the pandemic and was able to wrap in the pandemic. WandaVision as well I think they started pre-pandemic, but it was like 80 or 90% of the show was done during COVID. Yeah, so let's go ahead and move on. What is our next one?
It's on. Oh, it says Hulu.
Hulu.
So it says.
Interesting.
It says YouTube TV subscribed as well. Unless that's probably telling me that I'm subscribed.
Yeah. All right. So our next story up here is, do you know what today is?
I don't know what today is.
Today is the 14th anniversary of one of the best films ever made.
Zodiac.
Wow. That's right. What is we're just doing a little spotlight on Zodiac here.
Okay.
No pun intended, spotlight also up there. So give it to me. What are your thoughts? This is a little impromptu, not review, but a little, what are your thoughts
Zodiac
on it?
is great. I can't remember when I watched it. Last year. I think it was pandemic. So I watched
that was the first time you watched it?
Yeah, I've only seen it once.
I think I remember that.
Watched it late at night. Scary.
Poor choice.
I think, this is like he's going to the basement and everything, right? That scene, scared the hell out of me. Oh my god.
Yeah, the person who's not in this picture, Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah,
obviously.
Yeah. It's fantastic. Fincher, one of Fincher. I mean, I feel like every movie Fincher makes is very, very good.
Yeah.
This is probably like top tier. I haven't seen every single David Fincher movie, but this is definitely up there. Yeah. I think I'd probably put I think I like 7 more than this.
Really?
Yeah, I'd probably have to watch them both again.
Yeah.
But I feel like I wanted to watch Prisoners, but then I couldn't find it anymore, so I watched this instead.
Fair enough. This to me is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's easily in my top 10. I just think, like I said, the picture that I just happened to pull up for Zodiac is of the other 2 main characters, Jake Gyllenhaal and Robert Downey Jr., of course. But they're kind of all 3 equal main characters, right. I would say. But the other main character who's not pictured here, Mark Ruffalo, all 3 amazing performances, as well as other performances as well. The bald guy from The Founder and Trial of Chicago 7. Can't remember his name right now, but he is fantastic in this movie as well. He's very dark without really having to try. Yeah. But yeah, like
you knew his name too when we were doing Trial of Chicago 7.
Yeah, I know. Can't pull it right now.
Oh, John Carroll Lynch.
John Carroll Lynch. Yeah. There we go. John Carroll Lynch. Boom. So yeah, I just wanted to give a little shout out to Zodiac there. I just want to, with removing the review, I want to throw in if we have anniversaries of popular movies or anything like that. We just talk about them for a little bit as well. I was thinking of doing today. I didn't do it. I didn't pull them all up. But I was thinking of also doing any celebrity birthdays or whatever that fall on today. There are a lot today. I can't remember all of them, but
I actually have like an IMDb that I have like a little widget on my phone that tells me the birthdays usually. I don't know why. Where's one? Hold on. I'm gonna find it's Bryce Dallas Howard's birthday. Happy birthday, Bryce Dallas Howard. She's 40. Birthday. Daniel Craig is 53. Doesn't look 53. He looks like, I don't know, mid-40s, maybe younger than that.
Maybe. He looks like an egg.
Natalie Emmanuel, which was she's in Game of Thrones.
That's is that Missandei? Right?
Yes, yeah, I believe so. Oh, she was in Furious 7. Okay. And Maze Runner. Have you seen Maze Runner?
Didn't she play like Ludacris's girlfriend in those movies?
I think so. Yeah, she was like the other hacker.
Yeah.
Those are 3 big ones. I think there was just another Game of Thrones star. Yeah. Pilu. I can't pronounce his name. Asbake, I think it is. Ooh. He plays. I'm gonna look it up. He plays Euron.
Oh, Euron Greyjoy. What an asshole.
What an ass.
What an asshole Euron Greyjoy is. Oh my god. All right, let's go ahead and let's get the energy up in chat here.
Yeah, Danielle will remember all these birthdays. That is very true.
Yeah. Let's see. What else do we have? Oh yeah. So next up, we have some. I'm gonna call this our Thor segment because we have a lot of Thor news coming out today. A lot of casting going on with Thor: Love and Thunder. So starting off, we do have some set pictures revealed of the man himself, who we talked about a little bit earlier, Idris Elba, on the set down in Down Under. Is that
Down
still
Under?
Okay to say?
I don't know. Was that?
I don't know.
Oh, I didn't know if that was deemed offensible.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe
or offensive.
But Thor is a snooze fest for me.
Not a big Thor fan. She fell asleep during Ragnarok. I go, Ragnarok's the best one. What are you talking about? I go, the Thor franchise was pretty doomed before Ragnarok. Or the Thor, you know what I mean? Thor characters, movies.
Jesus.
We just watched, sorry, real quick. We just watched Dark World. And I, for some reason, thought Natalie Portman died at the end of that. I don't know why. And she was like, well, how would she be coming back? I was like, I don't know. People, they come back all the time in the MCU.
Or you can't, what are we talking about right now?
No, exactly. Like, yeah.
Heimdall got stabbed through the heart.
Yeah.
So, I mean, his last line was, you know, or Father, let the magic flow through me one last time.
Right,
I guess it wasn't the last time because something's going on here. Do you think this is going to be, well, actually, you know what? Let's go through all of this casting. All these, it's not even casting, really. It's just we know they're in them because these were leaked set pictures. So minor spoilers, I guess, if ahead for Thor 4, if you don't want to be, you know, crazy spoiled by everything. Not too crazy, though, but let's see. Where am I? I want to make sure I'm clicking the right stuff here. There he is.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah, so we have a look here, if you guys will bear with me. We have Matt Damon as they're officially being called as actor Loki,
right? And
Luke Hemsworth as actor Thor, reprising their roles from Ragnarok.
I don't even remember. That was Luke Hemsworth in the third one.
Yeah, in Ragnarok. Yeah.
Okay.
And then we also.
Oh wait, it's Luke, not Liam.
No, yeah, it's Luke from Westworld.
From Westworld. Okay. That's why I didn't. Okay.
And then here we have a lot more clear of a picture of both Luke Hemsworth reprising his role and newcomer to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Melissa McCarthy, playing actor or actress Hela.
Now you have to assume that this is just like another this is probably just like another short thing that they do.
We also have
who's that?
Sam Neill returning as Odin.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
that's funny.
Let's see.
I want to see some set pics of Christian Bale. I always forget he's like in this movie.
You know, I'm sure Marvel leaks always happen of like inconsequential stuff. Like this, like you said, this is going to be at most 3 or 4 minute scene.
Oh yeah.
I only say even that long because we've seen Matt Damon in multiple outfits.
Right.
As Loki. So it makes me think that that we're going to see some sort of a sequence recapping all of Ragnarok. If he's in it, who do you think will play actor Doctor Strange?
Actor Doctor Strange.
Who do you think they would pull up? What if they pull in Joaquin Phoenix to play actor Doctor Strange?
Not Joaquin
right?
Phoenix. No.
Ethan
what?
Hawke.
Ethan Hawke. Oh my God, I would love Ethan Hawke. I'm a big. I shouldn't say I'm a big fan of Ethan Hawke because I haven't seen like a lot of his movies.
Seen First Reformed?
I have seen First Reformed. Yes, that's something. And then me and Danielle watched the Before trilogy, so Before Sunrise, Before Midnight, whatever it was.
Not for me.
No, you're good. They're good films. But yeah, Ethan Hawke would be. I'd rather just have him like in the universe instead.
Oh, he is. Remember, he's gonna be the villain of
Moon Knight. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
What's
See, but
called?
like that, something like that. Like I don't want him to die. Like if he dies at the end of the show, like you know.
I mean, he doesn't have to. Look at how many villains we have recurring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like that was such a phase 1 issue, was killing off everybody. I think they learned their lesson definitely. Almost no Marvel villains really die anymore. Can't really think. Who was the last person that died?
Ooh, Danielle said Matt Smith.
Matt Smith, yes. No. Matt Smith is in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, folks. Sorry, he's in He's in Morbius. He plays the main guy in Morbius against Jared Leto.
See,
so he's already in it.
Literally everybody's in the MCU.
Everybody.
Like I feel like it's like uncool to be in the MCU at this point.
One day, everyone will be in the MCU.
Odds we get a Scorsese cameo in an MCU movie. Can you imagine? That's what they should have done. They should have contacted Scorsese and be like, "Do you want to play Odin in this quick 2-minute scene?"
Oh my Lord.
That would have been hilarious.
Maybe Martin Scorsese plays Doctor Strange.
I feel like if you get like
playing against type.
I feel like if like Bob De Niro is like, Marty, I'm gonna be in the
in this.
I think Marty would be like, okay, well I kind of have to. If Bobby's doing it, then I kind of have to.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, I think we've preached to the choir about Al Pacino possibly being in the MCU. Hopefully,
Yeah,
you said
possible.
casting of possible Mephisto if Mephisto were to show up.
That would be crazy. That would be awesome. Alternate universe where Martin Scorsese plays Thanos.
Actually, okay, I'm actually gonna pivot real quick.
The eyebrows.
Like another quick pivot. So I'm in this little group chat on Twitter, and it's just like just send like stupid memes and stuff. My one friend sent this one tweet of this person ranking their MCU movies. Okay, and I want to get your reaction to this list. Hold on, let me pull it up here. Okay, so this guy, I don't know who it is, some random person. So this is his rankings for MCU movies. Number 1, Endgame.
Okay.
2, Black Panther.
Number 1 being the best?
I assume so, yes. Number 2, Black Panther. Number 3, Infinity War. Number 4, Ragnarok. Number 5,
pretty good so far.
Age of Ultron.
Okay.
6, Civil War.
Okay.
7, Far From Home.
Okay.
8, Homecoming.
Okay.
9, Avengers.
Okay.
10, First Avenger. So Captain America 1.
Okay.
Captain Marvel 11. Ant-Man and Wasp 12.
Okay. Okay.
Thor 13.
Thor 1?
Yes. Thor 1 is 13. 14 is Ant-Man.
Okay.
15, Guardians of the Galaxy. 16, Iron Man. 17, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. 18, Iron Man 3. 19, Thor 2. 20, Captain America Winter Soldier. 21,
I thought you already said that. In the
no,
top
I did
10.
not.
Oh
21, Iron Man 2. 22, Hulk. And then 23, he put Doctor Strange because he said he hadn't seen it yet. How is Winter Soldier at 20? Winter Soldier's top 5, in my opinion. I just need to get your reaction because somebody sent that in the group chat and I immediately said, okay, somebody needs to boost Winter Soldier up to top 5.
It's not like the craziest thing I've ever heard. I would say apart from Winter Soldier and like a few others,
right?
I would say it's an okay ranking, but Winter Soldier just negates the whole list.
I don't know.
I don't know how. Like, what do you even?
He said the guy
mean?
in the comments.
Did he put any
I looked in the
reasoning?
replies. He said it was boring. I go, what do you mean it's boring? I was like, there's action throughout the entire thing, and there's this whole like political type thriller, like
Robert Redford.
Robert Redford and the scientist. What's his name? I can't remember his name. He's in Cap. He's the little guy. What's his? I don't remember his name. But
so
the whole
many
Hydra.
so many names just went through
Hydra
my head.
infiltrating S.H.I.E.L.D. for all these years.
I just want to let you know that a little, clip art of a Rolodex just went through my head and went Zemo Strucker. But I was like, no, that's not it. That's not it. Arnim Zola.
Zola, that's what it was.
No, Captain, I have never been more alive.
But yeah, isn't that? I just thought that list was crazy. I was like,
that was nuts. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it wasn't too crazy until you got to Winter Soldier. I mean, 20, I could excuse it being in the top 10. You know what I mean? Because I can't personally say right off the bat that it would be my top 5 because there's just so much now. But it would be like top 8, like top 7. Like it wouldn't be not 20. Like I love the Ant-Man movies, but neither one of them are.
I think Far From Home is too high for me. I put it a little lower. I think Homecoming is better than Far From Home.
See, I feel like I'm a crazy person. I love Far From Home so much, and I feel like people don't.
It. I just thought Homecoming was better.
Fair enough.
All right.
I'm up to Homecoming in my rewatch, so I gotta leave Disney Plus.
Wait, what? Oh, you got. Oh, yeah.
And my rewatch, I'm up to Spider-Man: Homecoming now.
All right. So are we going to next story?
Yeah. What is that? Hang on.
Two...
Oh, yeah. Also, so let's go ahead and we'll talk about this one real quick. So Reese's has launched a new Reese's cup that is all peanut butter. What are your thoughts? I need your thoughts on this.
All peanut butter.
Yep, you're looking at it right there.
Why not just take a spoonful of peanut butter and eat it?
True.
That's stupid. Done. Next.
All right. I just needed your thoughts on
That's
that.
dumb.
What is this that I have here? Oh, yes.
Oh,
Let's
is this
talk
Harry
about
Potter?
this. Yeah.
Okay.
So, what are your thoughts? We can go as deep as you want on this. The Hogwarts Legacy RPG game that unfortunately got delayed, but that is very much being looked forward to. They revealed Warner Brothers Games, I think it is, or maybe some other game studio, but working with Warner Brothers Games, announced today that that the character customization will include the ability to have trans characters. Obviously, this goes against everything that J.K. Rowling has been talking about and stuff like that. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think this is indicative of the beginnings of like kind of a separation, or do you think this is just something that Warner Brothers went, okay, no, we're gonna kind of strong arm you on this? Like,
I think it's something that they felt. Well, I thought I had heard that the developers are really pushing, especially the people like on the ground actually working on the game, were really pushing for the inclusion. But I don't think. I think the only way to get her off J.K. Rowling, like off there, is just to kind of buy her out. Like, I don't think she'll ever leave at her own accord.
Yeah,
I think they have to force her, which I don't know how you do that.
Because it's so difficult. Because what is even her role? Like, other example, George Lucas.
Yeah.
Bought Lucasfilm. Disney bought Lucasfilm.
Did they license it, or did they?
Warner Brother, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, Harry Potter isn't a company.
Yeah.
Like Lucasfilm.
It's an IP.
It's an IP. Like, it's not a tangible thing. Like, what are you buying out?
Yeah.
Warner Brothers owns the IP. Like, she just owns the books.
That's what I was wondering. I was like, what do they own? They own the rights to the movies and everything like that?
I think.
Okay. I'm assuming she gets residuals.
I'd have to assume she came out of nowhere. Yeah. And they made the first movie, what, like 6 years after the first book, right?
Yeah.
Was it? Because first book was what, like 93? Or was it later? Something like that. But yeah, I just think it's good that it's included in the game. And I think you're right. I think it's just going to end with some sort of a buyout. That's going to be the only way that really anything
debuted
gets
in
done.
1997 was the first book.
The first book was 1997?
Yes.
Wow.
But yeah, I'm excited. I think we've both talked about, not on the show or anything, but we are pretty excited for this game. They announced it I feel like a year or two ago. Yeah. We hadn't really heard anything since then. And then I think it was the PS5 reveal that they talked about it last.
Yeah,
so
I
that
think
was
so.
months ago, obviously.
All right, next up, we are talking about, finally, hey baby, I hear the blues calling. Toss salad.
This is your segment here.
Scramble.
So we have a Frasier revival in development for Paramount Plus.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Frasier Crane. There he is.
Kelsey Grammer will play the famous psychiatrist that found a legion of fans when the show aired on NBC in the 90s in a new revival series. I'm reading this off The Verge. Details about the series are limited right now, but the show will exist exclusively on Paramount Plus. It's unclear if characters like Niles, Roz, and Daphne will return for the show. The show was first rumored in 2018. What remains unclear is if the entire Frasier library will be available on Paramount Plus exclusively. So, I'm not a Frasier person at all. I don't know nothing about the show. I just know that he has a terrible haircut.
Whoa, look at this guy. What's so bad with that? He's just balding.
Not this one.
Oh.
Is this the one where he has the mullet like I was talking about last episode?
Yeah,
what is that?
I don't know. It's his head. What do you mean?
That looks terrible. I said to you, did they make him do that, or was that Kelsey Grammer's decision?
It works in the show. Like, I've never once...
Like, do they make jokes about it? Like, is that like a thing?
Well, they joke that, like, he's balding.
Okay.
But,
so
like,
but
it's set in, like, the mid-90s.
Right.
Like, it wasn't out of this world to have, long hair.
I just want... You know what I want?
Balding.
I want my Seinfeld revival, I think.
Never gonna happen.
I know it won't happen ever.
Yeah, never.
But yeah, are you excited?
I am extremely excited. I've never been more excited about any news in my entire life than this. I know it's, the official press release is like still no word on like Niles or Roz or Daphne. Like, you literally cannot do the show without everyone coming back.
Oh yeah.
Like, obviously, rest in peace to Eddie and Martin, but they died over like a decade ago, I feel like it would have been one of those things where it was like a little insensitive. Bring it back, right around the time that they, passed away.
Yeah.
But Eddie's dog, and then Martin is the grandfather.
Gotcha. Do they ever have any Cheers characters?
Oh yeah, almost everybody.
Oh okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think everybody appears at least once, except Coach. One of the best episodes though is when Woody comes and he like comes to visit Frasier, but then he just ends up staying, and then it's actually kind of a touching episode because it's kind of like what the joke like from
right.
Cheers, like Woody is so stupid, but like. It's
honestly, I don't because I've only seen this season and a half. I've only watched season and a half of Cheers.
You've only watched 1.5 seasons?
No, I think I've said this on here. I never finished it. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Probably got. I think I honestly.
Do you know who Woody is?
Woody is. Can you explain the character? Like Woody Harrelson?
Yes.
No, yeah, I know he's like in the show.
No,
I didn't
but
know
like
he
the
was
character's
stupid.
name is Woody.
Oh, okay.
Like he's basically.
I might have known that.
Yeah, he's basically just like playing himself. Like he just comes in after Coach. He's basically the new. Bartender like with Sam.
Right. I think I jumped off to watch Seinfeld, I feel like.
Gotcha. Jump back in to
Okay.
both shows, but start with Frasier. So basically Woody's just basically super dumb. Like that's his thing.
Gotcha.
But it's a really nice episode of Frasier because it's like Frasier's kind of like why do I take my life so seriously? Like this guy's just going through life being like, "Oh man, like he's like, Dr. Crane, you haven't changed a bit." And he's just like kind of this like he gets annoyed at him first because it's like, but then he like kind of starts to appreciate like just remembering the Cheers days and how simple everything is, stuff like that.
Cheers days, man.
Yeah. But yeah, I just think I'm very excited for this. Very excited for this revival.
Yeah.
I will go to the next story here, which is also a Paramount Plus story, which I don't have a graphic for. Do I have a graphic for it? No, I don't think I do. But I will talk about. This is finally. It's been on everybody's mind. Everybody's been wanting us to talk about this for weeks. But we are not giving in until right now. I'm kidding, of course. But the iCarly reboot.
Yes.
On Paramount Plus had some unfortunate news today, which is the actress Jeanette McCurdy, who obviously is famous on that show for playing Sam, basically the second main character of the trio. She basically flat out said, because there's been a lot of speculation, will she eventually show up on the show? We know she's not in it right away because, her and Nickelodeon have had a pretty rough,
tumultuous
relationship, exactly. But maybe people were like, well, maybe now that everything's moved over to Paramount Plus, maybe it's different management, maybe she'll come back. Yeah. She put the rumors to rest today and said that she will never reprise the role. Yeah, she quit acting and that she will never reprise the role. And that she said, quote, "I'm so ashamed of the parts that I've done in the past. I resent my career in a lot of ways." So what are your thoughts on this? What are your thoughts? Let's talk about quickly the iCarly reboot. And then what are your thoughts on her not coming back? Are you interested at all in this? Do you care if Sam's not coming back?
Not really. Isn't this is literally, I feel like this is literally everybody's return to acting. Because I feel like none of them have done really anything since this.
I don't think any of them have.
I mean, Nathan Kress, right? That's his name? Maybe, actually, no, I take that back. The only one who's going to have the butter sock. Exactly. Jeanette McCurdy, the whole thing, like, Dan Schneider's a disgusting
terrible
human being,
person.
is from what I've heard.
Mm-hmm.
And he's produced some of the most successful shows that Nickelodeon has ever put out. Zoe 101, Drake and Josh, I think he also did.
Nancy Classified, iCarly, Victorious.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything.
All those. So to hear her say that she's not coming back doesn't really surprise me. Mm-hmm. Is he still like a person? Is he like alive? Honestly,
he's alive.
Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah. They announced that they were like Nickelodeon announced that they were completely cutting ties with everything involved with him in 2017 or something. That was when allegations and stuff first started, like all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But no,
I'm not really surprised.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
I'm not really looking forward to the entire thing either. If I have there was something that was coming out on Paramount Plus that I was kind of interested in. I feel like it was probably like Mission Impossible that was coming to
Like
Paramount
the show?
Plus. No, like the movie.
Oh,
and
I see,
Quiet Place 2,
I see.
which we'll probably review. So I
Mhm.
was like, oh, maybe I could use my free trial if they do free trials for that. And then
Yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah, same. I mean, I'm excited. Like, I'm a big fan of the show. I'm excited for the revival. Like you said, it's pretty much is everybody's return to acting, I think. But yeah, I mean, it's whatever. I wasn't expecting her to come back. It's nice to just kind of finally know, like, okay, it's just never gonna happen. Because it's one of those things where it's like, maybe this season she'll show up. Maybe it's a money thing. Maybe it's
like, no,
something. And it's like, no, I'm done. Never going back to that. Which, whatever floats your boat.
Yeah.
Boom.
Right. So I think this is the second last story, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So second last story. This is really quick. It'll probably be like 2 minutes. Better Call Saul's final season is likely delayed until early 2022. Me and Sean, very big Better Call Saul fans. You say it's better than Breaking Bad. I say I don't know yet. It's very either way. It's very good.
Are you completely caught up?
Yes. Yeah.
And you still don't know?
I don't know. I haven't watched Breaking Bad in a while.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Well, there's another wrong opinion that TJ has that we're going to
well.
talk about in just a second. If you want to pull up that poll.
Oh my God!
but,
I forgot about that.
I will just say, wait.
What? What?
Oh, this is going to be perfect. Bro, one more season of Ozark.
Yeah.
One more season of Better Call Saul.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was like, who does the awards buzz go to?
Go to, yeah.
Bateman or Odenkirk?
Mm-hmm.
What if they're in different years?
Oh, maybe.
I
yeah,
just
that'd
thought
be
of
perfect.
that. I just thought of that. You push it to 2022. Ozark's coming out this year.
Mm-hmm.
You push it to 2022. Now you're in the next year's award season, and Bobby's got a much better chance. Because I will say this: Bob Odenkirk has been playing this character for almost 14 years, 15 years almost.
Yeah.
And he plays it flawlessly. And he's one of the best actors working today. I'm very excited to see Nobody. We will definitely be reviewing that movie when it comes out. It's kind of turned to action, which I'm still holding out hope that it is a secret John Wick universe movie. I think that would be awesome.
I think you're open for a lot.
Well, yeah, I mean, it would be cool though.
Yeah.
Because we did hear that there's a ton of John Wick spin-off things in the works, but
yeah,
maybe.
So can I talk about this poll?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so this leads into our last story, which is the Golden Globes, which we'll kind of go through, probably just like
just the heavy hitters.
Yeah. And then we'll kind of end the show out.
Mm-hmm.
So I put out a poll February 28th, which was Sunday. I put out, what was better, Borat 2 or Hamilton? And to my dismay, Borat 2 won 54.2% to Hamilton, which is 45.8%. So clearly,
you were wrong.
I was wrong. I don't know how that happened.
What does the comment on the tweet say?
It says, "At me next time," from Sean Monk. Borat 2 is not bad. I said that in the review. It's not like a bad
Hamilton
or anything.
is.
Hamilton's not bad either. I don't know how you gave it 3.5 stars. It made no sense to me.
No.
But
it's
Borat
not bad,
2,
but it's
Borat,
not
Borat
the
to
second
me,
coming.
Okay, that's fair. But Borat 2 I thought was not as good as Borat 1. How didn't you feel the same way or no?
I thought it was just as good.
So this is one of the problems I feel like people.
How many votes did that get, by the way?
24. So, this is
Trying to
one
get
of the
24
problems that I
views
feel
on
like
this video.
people have with the Golden Globes is, while there is obviously there's a very, I don't want to say, I guess, racist.
Yeah.
Like, they don't have any black voting members.
Well, it's what Sacha Baron Cohen said in his acceptance speech. He said, "Thank you so much to the all-white, HFPA."
Yeah, I mean, it's a poor man's Oscars, basically. Like,
like Dev Patel didn't show up. He was just a static picture, and then apparently his representatives or him or something said
oh, he won, didn't he? Did he win?
Did he?
No,
I don't think so. Wasn't he up against Boyega?
I think so.
Yeah. And then either him or his representatives or something literally was like, no, he didn't want to show up because it's the Golden Globes.
Yeah.
like basically like it's not the Oscars, and even the Oscars are like they're basically, to quote Baron von Strucker from Winter Soldier, they're two sides the same coin that's no longer currency, which is a great line. I love that line.
Well,
but it's like it's just.
Daniel makes a good point. Hamilton's not a movie. Obviously, it was just the recording of the stage, the stage musical, which they put on Disney Plus. Again, very good original cast, everything. I saw it at Shays as well. Very good live. Very, very good. Probably better. I just don't understand why. Why is musical / comedy the same category? That makes no sense.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Who is Danielle all capping? Me or the Golden Globes?
I don't know.
Hamilton is not a movie. It was a recording of a musical. Yeah, but it was still.
I think
it was still eligible as a film, though.
I think Disney looped it in there to be like, oh, here, give me an award.
Hamilton, yeah.
Oh, Danielle's capping you, Sean.
I'm not arguing that it's not that if it's a movie or not. It was nominated as a movie.
Yeah.
And as far as me not having an appreciation for musicals or live theater or whatever, you better come correct, because that is the farthest thing from the truth. You will not find two bigger Mamma Mia fans than the two people you are watching right now on your television boxes.
Danielle's definitely a bigger fan of Mamma Mia than I am, but I like Mamma Mia.
I don't know if she's a bigger fan than I am.
When you guys were arguing, when we were watching the second one, and you guys were talking about how like the timeline
just doesn't make sense. It doesn't. We'll do a whole podcast
that was really
about
funny.
Mamma Mia too.
That could be like a Rants on Fire. That could be the collab.
There you go. Rants on. Here we go again.
Yeah. So this is kind of leading into our last like topic, and then we'll close it out. Golden Globes happened on 2021 on 2021 on Sunday.
They did happen
as
on 2021.
I said, basically a poor man's Oscars. I never really think that Golden Globes is indicative of what will be nominated, nor maybe nominated, but not what's going to win an Oscar. So overall, quick review of the presentation itself. How did you feel? How did you feel the entire night went? I know you're kind of in and out.
I'm just still mad that Awkwafina didn't get nominated, let alone win for the farewell last year.
Okay. Yeah. I was like, that wasn't even this year.
No, I'm just still not. And I'm talking about the Oscars, sorry. Because she did win the Golden Globe.
Right.
She wasn't even nominated at the Oscars. Because you just said the thing about sometimes it's indicative, sometimes it's not.
Yeah.
That was just one example that always sticks with me. That's like, she literally won at the Saturn Awards, at the SAG Awards, and at the Golden Globes. She wasn't even nominated at the Oscars, whatever. But we did get to see Awkwafina at the Golden Globes. She presented, as they always usually have past winners present and stuff, because they had Joaquin come out. I thought, if we're talking just ceremony as a whole, I thought, it was okay. Like, as you can see there, you have Amy Poehler, Tina Fey, and then Maya Rudolph and Keenan came out, did their little bit.
You might think we're showing an SNL snippet, but it's actually the Golden
That's what I messaged you. I think I messaged you that, and I messaged my mom that. I was like, I didn't know I was watching SNL. Yeah. And I like SNL, but the 5-minute, what you're looking at there, the Maya Rudolph Keenan bit, the 5-minute bit of them, like, of Amy Poehler being like, oh, we haven't had any bad acceptance speeches tonight, so let's make sure we tick that off the box. And then, like, she, like, called these guys up, and they were like, oh, like, they were talking in weird accents and stuff, and they're like, oh, he says that COVID is a hoax and blah and all this stuff. And I was like, are we really doing this?
I think I zoned out.
Yeah, I was like, are we really doing this right now? That was the time that I was zoned in, and I was upset about that. Because I'll be honest, I was mainly watching Tom and Jerry on the TV, and I had this going on my phone. I'll be completely upfront with you guys, because all I really need to know is who's winning, and listen to the speeches and stuff. But I did watch chunks of the ceremony when, like, they were doing a longer bit or something like that. I would just pause Tom and Jerry because, well, we'll tune
about that in a different video.
Yeah, that'll be a story for another time, to quote Joe Russo. I really hated it. I was like, it was just like, and also, oh my God, 3 hours?
Yeah.
Like, what?
It could have been like
3
an hour and a
hours?
half, I feel
These shows need to be an hour and a half.
I like the Oscars being long, though. because like for like when the Oscar nominations come out, I'll watch every Best Picture. Like, like I like to see like, but like for Golden Globes, like Golden Globes nominates. There's movies that haven't even come out, like The Father that was nominated. Yeah, doesn't come out for like another month.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have no way to know.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like,
what's it called? I don't even know. I mean, I'm just talking about the ceremony right now. Like, we'll talk about the actual awards in a second, but the ceremony literally needs to be an hour and a half. And also, I cannot stand. I understand that's a live show, so you need the commercial breaks to, set stuff up if you have like a musical piece or something like that. But there was no big, huge, props set stuff. Like, I remember, what was it? Well, that was the Oscars. But like when Hugh Jackman hosted the Oscars like 10 years ago or something like that, and he did his 10 years ago. No, that was 14 years ago, Sean. Like when he did his whole musical thing and he was like, I'm the wrestler, I'm Wolverine. And then like he did all that stuff. Like that was like a huge thing. I get that you have to set that stuff up, but I counted, bro, 6 or 7 minute commercial breaks. There was like 3 or 4 of them, 6 or 7 minutes straight of commercials. And I was like, what am I watching? The Super Bowl only has like 2-minute commercials. Like, I was just the padding out of the runtime was really what just wore me down.
I think we can both agree too that like I think if you're an actor of a certain age or certain pedigree, you should be you shouldn't have to show up. Like Al Pacino, we said this earlier to each other. Like he was just so uninterested, like he was falling asleep.
Yeah. And then like we said, somebody like Dev Patel. Who's just like, what is the point? Why am I wasting my time?
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
But then it's like, also it's like, I don't want to be too pessimistic too, because then it's like, people like, I would assume, Don Cheadle, I think he was nominated. He was there, yeah. He was nominated for,
Ruffalo
I think,
won.
That's what I mean. Like, I think Don Cheadle might have been nominated for his show, was it Black Monday, right? Or something like that.
It was, oh my God, I know what you're talking about. I've seen trailers for it.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I think he was there for that, but also, you'd assume he's probably there because, his good friend Mark Ruffalo has a really good shot of being nominated. He wants to probably be there, and he's watching it anyways, so he might as well, just be part of the little Zoom session thing.
Black Monday, yeah.
Yeah, but like, I don't know, but yeah, like you said, some of the older people, like Anthony Hopkins doesn't even show up to the Oscars anymore.
Oh yeah, he has that stock image of him going. Like that's
exactly,
like the image that they had on screen.
Like The Father he didn't want to show.
I don't know, man. Quick, so let's just go through some quick winners. And so best motion picture drama, that's obviously like the big one, which they kind of are just like, and the best picture drama winner is Nomadland. Okay, bye. Like that's literally like
they were literally okay. They do that. Yeah, that pissed me off because they were playing off Chloe Zhao like a second into her speech.
So what was nominated? It was The Father, Mank, Nomadland, Promising Young Woman, and Trial of Chicago 7. Shout out to Fincher, who every time he lost a category took a shot. He literally goes. He had his glass and he goes like this. I don't think he did it on purpose. Like he wasn't trying to be like an asshole. I think that's just like how it came off.
It was just like, hey, like better luck next time. Yeah, exactly. And also congrats.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah. Which honestly, if Mank won anything, I would have been like if it was gonna win anything, maybe it was like screenplay or something. But like best, like I think the best film won. I haven't seen Promising Young Woman. I've heard it's really good. And I haven't seen The Father. I heard that's also very good. Chloe Zhao was great though. She won this. I think she won director, and is director, I don't even know if is director like a nominate, is that a category?
Director,
because they're different. Yeah, best director, motion picture. Yeah. She won that, and then I thought she won something else.
Well, she won best picture.
No, that, and I thought she won like 3. No, I think she just won those 2. Let's see, what else do we have? We had Andra Day winning for United States versus Billie Holiday, which is on Hulu right now, which I do want to watch at some point. We probably won't review it or anything, but I heard that's pretty good. Sacha Baron Cohen, won for Borat
What was
for Borat subsequent movie film, motion picture, musical, or comedy, and then Borat also won for best actor. Sorry, he won for best actor and then best motion picture, musical, or comedy. Yeah, okay.
And what did Lin win?
Lin did not win anything.
Okay.
I think it was. I've heard music is just terribly offensive, so I don't even know how it was nominated. Palm Springs. If Palm Springs would have won, I would have been pretty hyped. Palm Springs was very good.
I would say out of all of these, the best like film to me was Palm Springs.
Yeah.
That the best film that I have seen, because Palm Springs, like Borat, is the best like movie, but like it's the word film. I'm saying like beginning, middle, end, written story up there. Yeah. I think the best one for me was Palm Springs in that category.
And the prom was, me and Danielle watched that one night before WandaVision. Prom is
not good, I heard.
Not great.
Yeah.
Chadwick, of course, won for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. Danielle said in the chat that I think I might have honestly zoned out at this point. I was pretty in and out. That his wife's speech was very
moving,
yeah. Did you see the speech?
I did, yeah.
And
it was it was very emotional. I mean, it was like I will say, unfortunately, that was a time that I had to watch it on the replay because my mom messaged me and she was like, "Oh, it's still so soon," and I was like, "What happened?" I was like, "I was watching Tom and Jerry." I was like, "I don't know what," so I had to go back and I had to watch it. But yeah, it was very moving.
Do you think this could possibly be a something like with Heath Ledger, where like
for the Oscars? You mean?
Yeah, and he wins and he's already passed away. That'd be really sad. Ugh, I haven't seen this movie either. I need to see it.
Honestly, was it supporting?
Best actor.
Best actor.
I think he's like a lead, co-lead.
Okay.
Because I think it's
yeah, but you know how the Oscars fiddle around with that stuff to make people, have a better shot, or have a not as good shot.
Right. Yeah, I think it's Viola Davis and Chadwick Boseman who are like the leads.
I will say this. If the Oscars pull some tomfoolery, which I would almost 99.9% say, they will, if they put him in supporting, I think he might win it. Because that gives him his posthumous award, which I think he absolutely deserves. I haven't seen the full movie. I have seen many clips of his in the movie because, I've just watched some featurettes about it and stuff like that. But I haven't watched the whole thing from start to finish. But he seems to be very, very great in the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think if they put him into supporting, which I don't know with agents and contracts and stuff, if they're like, no, we don't accept that he's supporting or anything like that. But then there's also and I hate to say it, and I am not saying this as a slight on can we get creepy Borat staring at me off the shit? Yeah. What's it called? Oh wow! All three of them are staring straight into camera.
Yeah, that's a little creepy.
I didn't even notice that. If we get, I even hate to say this, it's not a mark on Chadwick or anything like that. That's not what I'm trying to imply. But you know how the Oscars, they see an opportunity to make up for something and then they'll go for it.
Yeah.
I really don't want it to be one of those things that they're like, oh well, he's already passed on, so if we give him Best Actor, he can't be like, thanks, but improve the Academy or something. You know what I mean? Like,
which I think is something that they said about Parasite last year, which was like, everybody's saying, like, even I said it. I love Parasite. My favorite film of 2019 by far. It is so good.
You think?
Yes. I was like, there's no way. There's no way it wins Best Picture. I was like, it's definitely going to win International.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's no way it wins Best Picture. And then they did it. And
Boy, do I have something to tell you.
Yeah, I was like, okay, damn. And he cleaned, too. He got screenplay, director,
Bong Joon-ho was eating good that night.
Yeah, he was.
He was eating good that night. He said, Wolfgang Puck, one of everything. This table.
So I'll just skip around these last few. So Queen's Gambit won for a Best Limited Series or TV Movie. Did you watch that or no? I didn't.
I did not, but I really want to.
I heard it's good. Jodie Foster won for the Mauritanian. I think that's how you pronounce it. for Best Actress in a Supporting Role in any motion picture. Like that movie, I believe, is not even out. Like it's been screened for like critics and stuff like that, but it's not like out on streaming or anything.
Yeah, I haven't even heard of it.
And that was Glenn Close, Hillbilly Elegy, Olivia Colman, The Father, Jodie Foster, Amanda Seyfried for Mank, and Helena Zengel for News of the World, which is that Tom Hanks movie. The only movie I'd seen out of those was Mank, and again, Amanda Seyfried was kind of like, again, the Mank was very like Oscar baity.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, let me nominate this movie because it's about one of the greatest films of all time ever made, arguably the best film of all time, and the making of it.
I saw a TikTok that was like, Hollywood is so what'd they call it? Hollywood is so cannibalistic. They were like that they make movies and then make movies about making the movies, and then they make movies about making the movies about making the movies.
Yeah.
And I was like, literally that is, and he put up like movie posters for every example of that. Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, that's absolutely correct.
Best Actor TV Series, Josh O'Connor won for The Crown. Bob Odenkirk unfortunately didn't win. Jason Bateman, Al Pacino. I haven't seen Hunters, and then Matthew Rhys for Perry Mason.
I'll say this on that category real quick. I think Josh O'Connor, best year yet on The Crown.
We finished season 1. We gotta start season 2.
Obviously, Charles had a lot to work with because it was the big, Diana season. So I'm really happy that Josh O'Connor won it because this is obviously his last year as Charles. So I'm glad that he got it before he left the role. And then again, just with the same category, I hope if we can get O'Connor this year, Bateman next year, and then Odenkirk the following year, if we can get all three of them to get some awards, that'd be great.
Yeah.
But I'm really happy that Josh O'Connor got it. If it had to be any of those three, if out of those noms, I would want it to be one of those three. So I'm glad.
Best TV Series, Musical or Comedy, Schitt's Creek won, which you're a fan of. Emily in Paris, Flight Attendant, The Great, and Ted Lasso were also nominated. Also, I kind of skipped over it. Mandalorian lost to, what was it? Did I say Queen's Gambit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was kind of...
Because what was that nominated? Best drama television series.
Yeah, you saw Favreau was up in the Zoom.
Yeah, what did they refer to that though? Did they call that a mini
Best TV
series?
series drama.
Best TV series
drama, yeah.
Okay, because I was wondering if
Crown is definitely a mini series or not. Oh no, I'm sorry, the Crown one. I apologize. Not.
Anya Taylor-Joy won for Queen's Gambit.
Right. Queen's Gambit didn't win.
The Crown won for best show.
Right.
Which, the Crown is so good. If you're not watching the Crown, if you're not watching like the 5 best shows on Netflix, what are you even watching? Like, what are you doing? Like, if you're not watching Ozark every year and The Crown every year, and granted, I'm not saying, get right on it, but like you guys, like you're getting into The Crown, that kind of stuff. You're gonna get into Ozark. Yeah. I want to watch Ted Lasso. That's
the last one I want to talk about is Best Actor in TV Series, Musical or Comedy. Jason Sudeikis won for Ted Lasso, which I have heard is a very, very, very good, very lighthearted. If you're feeling down, it's a show to watch, I've been told. Don Cheadle, Black Monday was nominated. Nicholas Hoult for The Great. Eugene Levy for Schitt's Creek, and Rami Youssef for Rami? Is there? Oh, he started his own show? Is like, oh, okay. Yeah. And then Jason Sudeikis for Ted Lasso.
Yeah. You said you haven't seen Ted Lasso?
Correct.
Okay. I wonder if it's one of those shows that it's only lighthearted, or if it's one of those things where like it gets emotional.
Here's the thing,
because he's a great actor.
I was very curious because I was like, I know this character he's literally rooted in commercials for the Premier
Olympics.
League. No.
Well, and the Olympics.
The Olympics too? That
was the very first video that they did in
2012,
yeah.
Oh shit.
For the London Olympics.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Because that was the whole thing, was that for the Olympics they needed extra coaches because all the good coaches were off at the Olympics.
Okay.
So he got some like Tottenham or whatever the hell they said.
Tottenham Hotspurs.
Yeah, that was like the
Spurs.
team that he
got. So I was like, I don't know, like, how is this really going to translate? Yeah. Like, is he going to coach like it? So he coaches like a soccer team,
in the UK?
Team. In the UK, I believe. Or I don't actually know. I think it is in the UK. I don't know. There's this other guy in the commercials that's like his like assistant is really funny. I don't know if he's in the show as well.
I wonder if it's the same assistant as the original commercials. I only know so much about the commercials because the night of the Golden Globes, I watched all the old commercials.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, because I was like, was this like an SNL sketch? Or I know it was something with NBC, and I knew it was the Premier League commercials. Those were from like 2015, 2016.
Yeah, right when NBC got the rights to.
Yeah, but I was like, there was something earlier. Like, I remember this from like when he was on SNL, and it was 2012 for the London games. But I was like, I thought for some reason the character started on SNL.
Yeah.
But
he looked like somebody had just left him. He did.
Come on.
Olivia said, "Okay, I'm peacing out. I'm going to Harry." That was rough, man.
Listen,
he
man.
showed up in a hoodie, which honestly, like, that's fine with me. Like,
That hoodie sold out. I saw that.
did it really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, where
It was for his sister's business.
Oh, really?
His sister runs like a dance studio or something.
Cool.
Yeah, and their merch like completely sold out.
That's funny.
I just saw. I was like a random tweet.
But
Somebody retweeted it, and they were like, "Just so you know, you can't buy it." Because it's all
I
gone."
told Sean, I go, he's about to think everybody but Olivia.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
about to go down the list.
And you know what? Good on him, because from my take on that situation is that it was amicable at best, and her fault at worst, because that seemed like a very good
relationship,
happy, healthy situation.
They were together for a long time.
They were together for like a decade, and then all of a sudden it was just they're breaking up, and then like a week later
it was like Harry
Styles.
Like
her and Harry Styles.
He took Shia LaBeouf's place on that movie too, didn't he?
What movie?
The movie she was directing. That
Harry
Shia
Styles
LaBeouf took Shia LaBeouf's place.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's sketchy, man.
Well, that's my thing, is that I just feel bad for him, because it's like he's such a talented guy and such a good actor and stuff. And it's like, you just hate to see that happen to somebody like that, because clearly he clearly didn't expect that. I think it was one of those things where he probably figured they would be together, forever.
Yeah, they were married, right? They were just
no, they're
dating?
just one of those couples that dated, but like they had kids and stuff.
They had like 3-4 kids or some shit.
Yeah, they have 4 kids. Like that's.
Oh man. And he was like, I got my Golden Globe.
Yeah, he's like, guess
what if she like wins an Oscar and then it's like, fuck you, Jason.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know.
I hope they're. I don't know. I like Olivia Wilde. Like Booksmart was really good.
Yeah, like I like Olivia Wilde. It's just, I don't know, man.
We're talking is like somebody no connection situation at all. Really, they live like a million miles.
Yeah,
away
it's
from
like
us,
I mean, I like
LA.
Olivia, but I mean, it's just I just feel so bad for Jason. It's like we're. Oh yeah. We'll have to mention it next time we see him.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, and then you want to cap off by we can talk a little bit about.
Again, this is another speech. I'll be honest, I zoned out.
Really?
No.
Oh my
okay,
gosh.
here's the thing. What was I doing? I was on my computer for some reason. I was kind of in and out. Or maybe I was just on my phone. Golden Globe.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Like
yeah,
Oscars, I'm literally glued to the TV. But like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Golden Globes, man. So what? Can you give me the rundown of the speech?
Yeah. So basically, she was honored with one of the honorary awards. The name is completely escaping me right now. It wasn't the Carol Burnett Award, which started, I think, last year or the year before. Yeah. That went to Norman Lear this year, who had a nice, moving kind of video presentation for him. But Jane Fonda was there for this one. And, it's just one of those Lifetime Achievement Awards. Like I said, the name is just not with me right now. It was just with me. But she basically just gave this moving speech about how, it went into political stuff and activism stuff because she has always been a figure in those communities. But the thing that spoke to me most was that she went on this long string of, whatever you want to call it, sentences or whatever. I don't know. She went on this long bits inside the speech about how, and she's got a teleprompter in front of her, but you could tell the way she was looking side to side and stuff, you could tell it was coming from the heart. Like, I'm sure it was on the prompter and stuff like that, but you could tell she was just going for it. And she really talked about how she named almost every single thing that was nominated.
Wow. And
she was like, Rami taught me something I never thought I would know, which is, it helped me relate to, a 30-something male, Middle Eastern immigrant. Like, and she was like, and I loved it. And she was like, the Queen's Gambit, taught me, you know, even in troubles and stuff, like, don't give up. You can still achieve great things out of, you know, even the worst of situations, like all that kind of stuff. And it was just all very, like, from the heart. And, like, you could just, she's just such, I mean, since, like, the 70s, like, she's just such a genuine person in Hollywood. She strikes me as, like, a Mark Ruffalo type. Like, in 35 years, Mark Ruffalo is going to get a Lifetime Achievement Award, and he's going to give, like, a speech that's going to be, like, hopefully, you know, like, we did it. You know, we stopped the pipeline. We saved, you know, I'm hoping that that's what the narrative is, and not that, like, we're in chaos and death. But, you know, she just strikes me as that kind of person who seems just like Mark Ruffalo and her just, like, seem like such genuine people that, like, they're real people that you can tell, like, exist in the world, even though, you know, she's one of the most beautiful people in Hollywood. Like, but she's very open also about her looks, like, with taking off her makeup and stuff on Instagram. And Grace and Frankie, of course, is, like, amazing. That's ending next year too. I hope she wins for that. But yeah, it was just a great speech. It was close to the end of the ceremony, and then there was just a few more after that. But yeah, it was a very, very great speech, and it was probably, for me, the highlight of the actual ceremony was that speech, because it was just like 5 or 6 minutes uncut, just her talking. Yeah, so I guess that'll do it for the Golden Globes talk. Is there anything else that you wanted to mention that we haven't touched on?
No, I think that'll do it for the show in general.
Bang, look at that. All right, so we're going to go ahead and close out. So thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you guys so much for liking, commenting, subscribing, hitting the notification bell. Make sure that we are staying at the top of your news feeds and the top of your subscription boxes. And we are going to do our part to make sure that we are staying there as well, because tune in tomorrow at 1 p.m. We will have a PFN review out on the channel. And then I think tomorrow night... we might also have a reaction, because there's a couple of new trailers dropping tomorrow. But we will see. We're definitely going to have a review tomorrow. And actually, I think we might have, should we say, I think we're going to have a review every day this week.
Possible.
Yeah, I think possible. Leading up at least to Planet Hero.
Yeah.
At least from here to Planet Hero, you'll have one PFN video every single day. And speaking of PFN, don't forget, remember, the Planet Film Network merch is on sale. Let me flip over here. Planet Film Network merch is on sale. You can get this great cup, or you can also get the one with our faces on it, the new design, as well as, you know, the hoodies and everything else with that. T-shirts still on sale for $19.99. Yeah, so as always, my name is Sean Monk at Pace Eating Yak on Twitter and Instagram. You can follow me both places there. You want to close this out?
Yeah, and I'm TJ Cornwell. You can find me TJ_Cornwell on Twitter and Instagram. Don't forget to, like Sean said, like, subscribe, comment, and then catch us on Saturday for Planet Hero for the final episode of WandaVision at 8 p.m. live.
That's probably gonna be a long one, because we're gonna. I got the whole day off of work, so we're gonna be setting up early. Getting a great start right at 8 probably. Right at 8 probably. Yeah. And then, you know, we're going to go for as long as it takes. I mean, we almost did a 2-hour episode of Planet Hero. There's just so much to talk about in this show. And I'm sure, as anything Marvel, the finale is going to give us more questions than answers.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for Saturday night.
Yep. And we'll catch you in the next one.
Bang.